May I come?
Yes, please come. Please sit down, Aakash.
Namaste. Namaste.
Aakash, we start with your introduction.
Yes.
Brief introduction.
Sir, I am Aakash from Trivedi. I am 23 years old. I hail from small town Erandol Taluka, Jalgaon district, Maharashtra. I have done my graduation from IIT Kanpur in computer science engineering. Post that, I decided to opt out of placement and gave my civil services. Last year, through reserve list, I got Indian Railway Management Service. And my option is mathematics, and my hobbies are Vipassana meditation and Surya Namaskar.
So, Aakash, you're from Jalgaon.
Yes.
Why word Jalgaon was given? Jalgaon, is it abundant with water? Or what exactly has been the reason for giving it this name?
So there are two theories. One is that Jalgaon city has a Mehroon lake. So based on that availability of lake, maybe Jalgaon name was given. Second theory is it has lot of rivers like Tapi river, Anjani river, Girna river. But sir, overall it is a water stress area because it lies in a rain shade region.
So Maharashtra, most of the places, now I'm moving to Maharashtra as a whole, Aakash,
Yes.
is fraught with this problem, The crops are such which are water intensive. And gradually the groundwater is diminishing.
Yes.
This is happening in Vidarbha, Marathwada and other regions also.
Rightfully, sir.
Now, do you think crop diversification, which government has always been harping on the farmers, but they are not agreeing, is that the answer, one of the answers?
So definitely long-term crop diversification will not be an optional, it will be necessity because firstly, sir, irrigation coverage right now Maharashtra is 18%, and also with monsoon fluctuation, it will become more challenging to have water-intensive crops. Then secondly, sir, climate change will make the temperature and weather patterns. So broadly, we need to shift towards agroclimatic zone-based planting.
So which are the crops you would suggest?
So sir, if we say proper specialized zone-wise, one can have horticulture. Like Jalgaon was able to have banana. If we connect it with technology like micro-irrigation, proper high-yielding seeds, tissue culture. Secondly, sir, like millets, like for Vidarbha and Marathwada region, it lies in a rain shadow region. So millets and pulses, which are less water intensive, more climate resilient. But sir, for increasing the farmer income, there should always be food processing also.
Good. Sticking to Maharashtra, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra is tried hard to pitch for global investments during Davos, WEF. Now, what are the areas which he pitched for, and how has he marketed Maharashtra before WEF investors? And what success?
So he has pitched in a form that Maharashtra gets highest FDIs in India.
Good.
Secondly, sir, Maharashtra also has a special GCC policy, which is providing to make Maharashtra GCC hub, which is providing capital subsidies to companies to attract them. And overall, sir, the ease of doing business and the land availability and the streamline that...
So you are telling from your side, or this is what the Chief Minister highlighted there?
So Chief Minister has highlighted the first.
All these points.
All
You're
these
not coming to the main issues which would land availability, all these, any big state. Rajasthan can offer much more. So what is the success rate? Like how much investments, according to the media, he has been able to mobilize global investments?
So data I'm not sure, but few successes would have been like Innovation City near Mumbai to create innovation hub startup.
That's very
ecosystem.
nice.
Then Raigad Smart City, which have plug and play model for manufacturing. So reducing the congestion in Mumbai and continuing with the industrial.
Good. You have done something on ISRO.
Yes.
Now, space privatization, it has its advantages and disadvantages. What are the disadvantages?
So the few disadvantages would be, firstly, sir, the misuse, like there could be surveillance if satellites are launched by private sectors. So there could be surveillance. Secondly, sir, militarization and weaponization of space, which is one of these concerns. Thirdly, sir, if too much satellites are there, so the Kessler syndrome, whereas a lot of space debris will impact the future mission.
Very good, Aakash.
Thank you, sir.
Aakash, you are from Maharashtra.
Yes.
And we have very recently the Padma Awards have been given.
Yes.
Okay. What are the names of these Padma awards we are giving? Can you name them?
Sir, Padma Vibhushan.
Starting from the top to the bottom.
Sir, I need to read about those.
Okay. And there have been some news that those states who are going for the polls in this year, they have got more number of awards, Padam Vibhushan, Padam Shri and something like that. How do you react to that?
Sir, the decision to awards is primarily executive responsibility. And sir, I believe that it should not become a political tool, and it should be based on the competency and the public service that a person has done, regardless of the state that one's come from.
Okay. And you think there should be some other provision of giving these awards, or the same provision, the constitution, some committee or something like has to be there, or it is sufficient as it is present now?
So rightfully, if we can have more like objective process of having a say statutory committee or constitutional committee, maybe it will isolate and make it more independent, and it would be less of a political tool and will recognize.
Okay. You are an IITian. Okay. There have been most of the cases that IIT and IIM people, they graduate from here, they do the post-graduation and they leave India.
Yes.
And we are spending crores and crores on them, and then India is at the loser end always. It is a better option to post 50 crore or 100 crore fees on those IITians who are living in India. How do you go about it?
Sir, I think we have seen shift in the migration patterns of especially the IITians and IIMs, because earlier a lot of them used to migrate and there used to be brain drain. But sir, right now only research people are migrating, and the rest of them are working in GCCs or contributing to the startup culture, innovation culture. So there has been shift, sir, and rightfully, sir, IITs and IIMs are subsidized and they have the responsibility to contribute towards nation development. But sir, extracting a fees, or that would not be a best mechanism. Maybe bringing them back through in the research ecosystem, attracting them through providing them incentives or other mechanisms to use their talent and bring them back and to contribute to Indian ecosystem would be better.
Okay, good. And you have been playing football also.
Yes.
Any good contribution of India in Asian Games or Olympics since independence? What is the best performance so far?
So we have won gold medal in Asian Games under Saeed Abdul Rahim. He was a famous football coach, and it was called as a golden age of Indian football.
Mm-hmm. And then the second gold? We won the first gold under his captainship. That was in which year?
Sir, year I need to check, sir.
19?
Sir, year I need to check, sir.
Okay. 51 we won under his captaincy, and 62 we had the captain of Chunni Goswami.
Thank you, sir. I will read more about history.
That is the best option, sir. Best record of India. Okay, good. You have also mentioned Surya Namaskar.
Yes.
Do we have a Chandra Namaskar also? Or just Surya Namaskar only? Or some yoga name of Chandra, also Chandra, that is moon. So you do your yoga regularly, or just do your Surya Namaskar only? Just to keep copy with some top dignitary. That's all?
No, sir. In morning I do Surya Namaskar.
Only Surya Namaskar and no other yoga?
So basically 12 Surya Namaskar and then one with mantras and holding them. And then I perform few asanas like Paschimottanasana and other asanas which are not covered in Surya Namaskar.
Any yoga in the name of moon?
So that I have not heard of.
Okay, just there it is there. Just update yourself. And my last question to you, that this PUK has been troubling us since 1947. And we are fighting every 5 years or 10 years with the Pakistan. And every year we are facing infiltration of terrorists and so many other things. Isn't it better to just go and take it over permanently once for all and finish this problem? How do you go about it?
Sir, I think doing that may seem as a short-term success, but it will have a lot of detrimental impact. Firstly, sir, international image and the international sanctions could be there. And secondly, sir, it may not lead to natural integration. There could be resistance in the people, like current POK people. Sir, so the best approach would be that we should focus on increasing the economic integration, and we should create the present JNK of India as a successful economic hub, so that automatically the POK people will feel the need to join, and there would be an internal demand, and gradual approach would be, sir, better in long term.
Okay, thank you very much.
Aakash, what do you think, which is one habit which administrative officer should not have?
Habit, sir.
Habit or something unusual? I can't say quality, something, but their habit only, but they are not supposed to do.
So maybe habit of taking gifts.
Okay. These days we see a lot of officers in administrative services, they go for social media publicity of themselves. How do you see that?
Sir, I believe that anonymity is a core value that a bureaucrat should have, and social media, sir, should not be used as something to as a publicity tool for personal gain. And sir, if an officer wants to use social media, he should prefer official medium and to promote schemes, because it has benefit.
Basically, it's anonymity.
Yes.
Okay. You opted Indian Railway Management and you want to go to traffic.
Yes.
Why traffic only?
So like in the compared to other services, account and personal, traffic provides opportunity to be more public facing, as it involves dealing with people. That is one thing. And secondly, sir, the opportunities are widened, and you get holistic understanding of how railways work, because you coordinate with other departments.
But you get blamed for accidents and delays. All the blame comes on traffic people.
Sir, I think with power there is also responsibilities, so they should also be responsible for any.
That means this is a powerful post in traffic.
Sorry, sir, can you repeat, sir?
That means traffic postings are powerful postings, you mean to say?
They're powerful in a sense that they have to coordinate the day-to-day coordinations, so which involves a lot of 24/7. You can say that this jobs involves you to be active.
There was a concept of simultaneous elections. We have been hearing a lot. Tell me one advantage and one disadvantage of these kind of, if we implement this.
So the advantage would be that the MCC governance delay or paralysis that it has will be reduced, and also the politicians would focus on long-term policies, because then they don't have to go election in a short duration. However, the concerns would be that the regional parties, sir, they may suffer, because there is a perception that people will vote on the basis of national issues in those regional elections also.
Don't you think there will be, in case government falls after 1 year, so they have to wait for 4 years to have a popular government? How do you react to this? They will have to wait for the next election. Is not that the biggest disadvantage? Then you will have some kind of undemocratic system.
Sir, I believe in present system, if the government lose the confidence, say after 1 year, then there would be another election. But those elections would be for 4 years only. Like the term would be of 4 years, and after 5 years, there would be another election.
Yeah, suppose one government falls after 1 year, there is a coalition government, somebody takes away the support, and then the government falls.
Yes, sir.
Then for 4 years there will be alternate arrangements.
Yes, sir.
Then it will not be really democratic government.
So I believe rather than alternate, there will also be an option of election. Like if any other coalition is not able to form.
No, there is no option. Today it's available, but then it will not be. You can go through.
Okay, sir, I will read about that.
Read about this in detail. Uh, Last question. How you will sell your district in case you want to sell or brand your district? Suppose I want to visit that, or how will you motivate me to visit Jalgaon?
Sir, I would say that Jalgaon is a banana capital. So if you want to visit, say, the banana farms and how the farming happens,
Okay, one thing.
then tourism wise, sir, it has, say, Gandhi Fields also, which tells you about the Gandhiji's journey from birth to freedom movement. Then we have Ashtavinayak temple, Padma Ganpati temple. So that would also. Then we have wildlife sanctuary, Yaval Wildlife Sanctuary. So if somebody is interested in wildlife and ecology, that is also. So it is a district with diverse people with diverse interests can enjoy. And cultural also, sir.
Culture, food.
Food is also, sir, unique. Bharit is famous, and Puran Poli is also, sir, something which is.
Thank you.
Hi Akash, good afternoon. You are from Maharashtra, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mumbai is often called as city of migrants. North Indian migrants come to this Mumbai. Do you think this migration is putting pressure on Maharashtra's resources, or whether it contributes to economy of Maharashtra? What is your opinion on this?
Ma'am, I consider migrants as a backbone of economy because they contribute a lot. Though there can be some strains like saying housing, real estate, and transport. But if the government or municipal corporation is able to provide infrastructure, migrants contribute a lot compared to the strain.
Okay. In which states these Western Ghats are there?
I mean Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala.
Okay. Is there any report which says about conservation of Western Ghats?
And there are two reports. One is Gadgil report, which tell that the whole Western Ghats should become ecologically sensitive zone, preventing any mining and preservation. And then, so it was seen as environmental centric. And then it was Kasturi Rangan report, which highlight balance between ecology and development.
If you want to go for economic development, and India is having an ambitious goal to become 5 trillion economy, if you want to achieve that, for sure, mining is very important. And on another side, Madhav Gadgil committee is saying that we have to create that entire Western Ghats as ecological sensitive, and we have to control mining. So how can we balance these two, like Madhav Gadgil committee and as well as development aim of our country?
Ma'am, I think the solution would be sustainable mining. And because if we do mining in an unsustainable manner, then it is hazardous both in long term ecologically and also for people's safety, like landslide and other vulnerabilities can happen. So proper sustainable mining, the zones which are highly eco-sensitive, which has very diverse and hotspots, there should be no mining in that zone. Then in other zones which are viable for mining, in that also proper EIA and social audit should be done so that it is done in an efficient manner without harming, and also people also get benefit, local people.
Okay, have you heard about Pack Silica?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
I mean, it is a US-led initiative to build AI and semiconductor supply chains. And India joined late. India was recently offered to join.
Okay, listed that you do Surya Namaskar, right?
Yes.
Is Surya Namaskar merely a physical exercise or it is a spiritual practice? What is your opinion on it?
Ma'am, if we just focus on the exercise aspect or the asanas aspect, then we can see it in narrow lens as a physical practice. But if we add, say, mantras, and also there is focus on chakras while we are doing asana, so it can be seen as a spiritual practice also. So, ma'am, it depends upon one's perspective.
Okay. What is the controversy related to this Surya Namaskar?
Controversy means it was made compulsory in a school.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. lot of people see Surya Namaskar associated with a particular community. So if we are able to maybe decouple the religious aspect of it and promote it as a exercise, like the way we did it with yoga, we were able to use yoga as our soft power. If we do the same with Surya Namaskar, it would be beneficial for student and in general the nation.
Okay, you also worked with AI based software, right? Nowadays we are focusing on AI based facial recognition. Do it have any impact on right to privacy, whether it is violating right to privacy or not?
It seems to violate right to privacy because using the CCTV without your consent, they will be able to identify you and your data. So it is seen as right to privacy. And there are other concerns also, like we don't know there is a black box about algorithm, how it works. So it can be detrimentally say punish anybody without proper assessment. And also there is bias seen, like black people in USA, it was seen that facial AI technology punishes black people more compared to white people due to the training dataset bias.
Okay, what can be done? How can we ensure the proper use of AI in India? Do we have any AI related governance or law?
There is no as such law, but we have AI governance guidelines, which are centered around the principle of no harm principle, that AI should not do any harm. And at the same time, they are focusing more on innovation rather than regulating, because it is at a nascent stage. And there has been report that if in long term it felt that there is a need for AI law, then there would be an AI law. And also we have deepfake guidelines for to prevent the misuse of AI.
Okay, that's it, Aakash.
Thank you.
Aakash, the present modernization of railway is focusing more on speed of trains and not so much on safety. This is my statement. Please elaborate. Do you agree with it?
So rightfully there has been emphasis on speed, but safety has also been a focused area. Like we are seeing the covered system expansion has been going on. And secondly, sir, the shift off from ICF coaches to LHB coaches, then the focus on infrastructure, the interlocking signaling system and upgrading that. All this reflects that railway is proactive.
Aakash, the track remains the same. How will that not affect the safety? On the same track, you were running passenger trains at 60, 70, 80, 120, and now you are putting more and more, on the same track which is age old. Except for bullet train, there is no new track.
Yes, sir.
How does that explain the safety part?
Sir, in my limited understanding, I believe that we need to focus on maintenance of the tracks, maybe upgrade the tracks which are worn out, and use of more technology like signaling system reforms to address those issues.
Good. So Aakash, we now close our interview. Thank you, sir. You will be called again after you leave this room. You can stay in the next room for 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I come in, sir?
Come, Aakash. So Aakash, how did you perform today? Your own assessment?
So there was knowledge gap, but sir, I believe I have that if I don't know anything for sure, I won't say I don't know, sir.
You said it.
Well, I have decided that, so that I would not guess anything.
Which you did today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's a good thing. Anything which you don't make guesses, don't try. I thought your Davos thing was, a mix of both.
Yes, sir. That I made a mistake. That I added my own points, so that was a mistake.
Focus only on
what
has been pitched by that person.
Sir, I was not exactly aware. I was just know about FDI, so I should have said that.
So just mention FDI and sir. So you recalled Innovation City?
Yes, sir.
He pitched for that as well?
Yes, sir.
So maybe you could give some time to think. You can pause initially.
Yes.
Think about 2-3 questions, 2-3 points, and then come out.
Yes, sir.
So otherwise, you are very fluent in all other questions and very knowledgeable, well informed. Maybe yoga thing, you are not an expert in yoga. There may be some difficult questions also about which, even if you know the answer, it is good. If you don't know the answer, then also it is not bad.
Yes.
because you have faced the interview, 1 or 2 questions here and there if you don't.
Yes, sir.
Because you could be asked anything in the world.
Yes,
So that's very difficult. So in all, you have done well. But Padma thing that you would not answer.
So that too, I was not
That
exactly
was a
sure.
little
Like
strange.
Padma Shri,
It was
Padma-
not expected because, see, had the Padma awardees, something which is very old, 1-year-old thing, but it's so recent.
Yes, that is.
So that is one
I
point.
need to
So
focus
knowledge
on
gaps you have already
Yes,
mentioned.
right. Sir. That was
My addition to you would be that you were little into a question answer mode. Be a little more involved in the discussion. You looked serious. Not because you were having butterflies, you were not nervous, but you were still serious. You're not business-like. You have questioned, I have answered. We have questioned, I have answered.
so like
In conversation, be a little more lively.
so how do you suggest like
So I want you to smile once in a while. While the members are asking a question, even in the UPSC, you can have a smiling disposition, listening to the question.
yes, sir.
I mean, I can see a little smile on your face and it's looking nice. It is a sign that you are confident. I'm fine, sir, I'm fine, I'm smiling.
Yes, sir.
I'm not nervous.
Yes.
And I'm eagerly, waiting for your question. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Right.
Which means when you enjoy the conversation, that means you're not nervous, you're not shaky. Something like that, So just a bit. And I don't know how you would sit there or how did you sit in the previous interview, but don't clasp your hands like this.
Okay.
Sit straight and you can put like this, reverse.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Closer to you, comfortable. So that is it, Aakash. Anything if you want to ask us?
So like I was trying to make by making conversational, maybe you can add a new dimension to it, or like maybe build on their questions, or
Sorry, come again. What did
so like you
ask?
mentioned, it was feeling like a Q&A rather
Yes.
than a conversation.
Yes.
So what other things that you would suggest apart from smile?
So one is that, and the other is that you could always give some comma, full stop modulation of voice instead of making it a same frequency, same tone, same voice, up and down of the voice, comma, full stop, semi-comma,
Yes. Yes.
semicolon.
Yes.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yes.
You give a pause, कुछ और बोलो, थोड़ा जोर से बोलो. Thrust areas you can put some extra thrust of voice, something like that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you can. When is your interview?
12 February. Sir.
Oh, you have time. Just try a bit. If you still cannot work, if you're artificial, not natural, then leave it.
Yes.
But we would like you to be like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So if there is no other question, Aakash, we wish you all the best. How much you scored in your first interview?
So 190.
190. Very good. You deserve that.
So this time, how do you felt today's question?
I was considering you just at par. Maybe, around 190, maybe a shade lesser only. You must have done your interview very well there.
Yes, sir.
So bring it to the 200 level now. Aim at 200 level.
And for that, smile and voice modulation.
Some
necessary.
kind of involvement in the discussion and some knowledge points also,
Yes.
which are.
Don't miss some Padma award, that will be giving adverse marks to you.
That is just
That's
one
kind of
one one sample question that you could not, but you are supposed to know it. There can be some other question which you may not be able to answer. But one is a very trivial kind of question, which you are not supposed to know. Very difficult. And one is something, which you are supposed to, you should know it.
No. Right.
That is another point. So it was not just that, current affairs also. Davos, Maharashtra is very important.
Right.
It's a current affair thing,
Yes.
not the knowledge alone. Okay, so, but you are very bright and good material.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, all the best.
All the best. This time you should get into the IAS, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.